Leo, this is your reading for the 19th through the 25th. Halloween is almost here. Are you going to dress up? What are you going to dress up as? I'm just going to be at the fair that weekend. I'll probably just be in my regular Ren Fair garb. All right. Let's see what is going on with Leo for whenever you are watching this. I think I said that. Do remember to check the playlist for your sun, moon, and rising sign to see what additional messages are there for you. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear. All right. Leo, Leo, Leo. And also in the playlist description is links to all the decks that I use in case you're interested. This is the Halloween Oracle deck. What do we have for Leo? We have, ooh, scrying. This is yet to come up for anyone. This is cool. So, this is, you can do scrying. Excuse me, my voice. You can do scrying in water, in mirrors, in a flame. It doesn't have to be a crystal ball like this. So, intuition is on point. This is the, what is it, Divine Circus. Let's see, what do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? Ooh, her wicked ways. Wow. Okay. 19. I'll have to look at the guidebook for it. Don't worry. Her wicked ways. Woo. Okay. There's an icy feel to that card. All right, let's see what else we have for you, Leo. He's a tough cookie. Divine guidance. And I feel like frogs are very lucky. So divine guidance. Your intuition being on point, you might be getting some messages, synchronicities, repeating numbers, things like that. Ooh, Leo. It's not bad, but it's kind of a warning. Okay, so we have her wicked ways. The Snow Queen depicted on this card has her wicked ways. She likes to test those that aren't yet sure of their worth. She will try to freeze you with a glance that conveys criticism, judgment, and ridicule. She'll make you believe you'll be humiliated, that it's inevitable you'll fail, and so it's better that you just don't even try to begin with. She'll plant seeds of doubt like a weed in your soul garden and cause you to lose energy to mental anguish. You'll find the way of your life more difficult than it needs to be if you don't take heed of what is happening and use your power to stand up to her. Now, this could be an outside influence or, negative interjects in your mind. The Snow Queen might make her presence felt through a loved one who cannot support you, or a colleague who is envious of you and wants to see you fall, or the voice in your head that is afraid and is yet to really trust your heart to lead you. No matter where she arises, there is only one way for you to deal with the Snow Queen and her wicked ways. When she tries to freeze you with a glance and says, "Who do you think you are?" you must stand up tall and truly reply, "I am me." Save your soul-slaying doubt-making for another day. I take my own hand, freed from your icy grasp. If you stay anywhere near me, I'll melt you with my creative fire and the warmth of my love. So be gone, wicked one. It's time for you to move on. So we just watched Ghostbusters Frozen Empire yesterday. So it's making me think of that. So yeah, that your intuition, your divine guidance, trust in that. And if you do come across any of these wicked ice queens, give them the boot. People do that to try to make themselves feel better, or, some people are just sadistic. Ace of Wands, there's your fire. Just wave it in her face. You can't touch me. Ah, look at that death card, Scorpio. Cut him out. That's the end of that. 3 of Wands. That's good. So, man, I guess at least a few of you are dealing with someone like that tries to cut you down in order to make themselves feel better, grander, that sort of thing. That's unfortunate. Maybe time to look for other opportunities. Oh, 9 of Pentacles. See, you're doing well. We've got the King of Cups. There's that love. And the King of Swords. You have the Ace of Wands here. You have a very bright spirit here, Leo, and probably a special talent. This is saying you're self-sufficient. You can take care of yourself, have little luxuries. This is a great energy to be in. It could be that you have some divine guidance or inspiration here. This feels like an idea, a gift that is being given to you so that you can have this 9 of Pentacles. Whatever this talent is, it does feel like a gift, a divine gift, something that you are probably just inherently good at. And other people won't stand it. Other people could be jealous of your gift, not going to lie. And, just walk away from those kind of energies. Just don't even let them be around. Some of you might be getting a new house. I just heard, might be moving. Something, we have the death card here, it's transformation. And that's usually when something ends, something is changing. Something could be ending here with this death card. You could be putting an end to like the past. Maybe some type of haunting I want to hear. Maybe it's in your mind. Maybe you're letting go of maybe some words that someone said to you a long time ago that they said just to be horrible. But we have transformation here with this. We have 2 Scorpio cards here. So you might have Scorpio in your chart. Could be dealing with one. But there's a transformation here of your emotional self, of being very deeply connected with your emotions and who you are. And turning any negative experiences, like from this Ice Queen, into pearls of wisdom. It can't hurt you anymore. It can't get under your skin. It's not caustic, because that's what the oyster does, because that sand is very irritating. So it starts to coat it with calcium, and it makes it nice and smooth. It doesn't bother it anymore. So whatever happened to you in the past, I feel like you're putting it to rest here, and you're just not going to let it bother you anymore. Honestly, she has no power or control over you. Feels like a wicked stepmother, doesn't it? We have the 3 of Wands and the King of Swords. The 3 of Wands is a card of expansion. So you could be branching out. Some of you could be moving. You have a ship going out and a ship coming in. You could be waiting to hear back about something. Because the 3 of Wands, for me, it indicates that you have put something out there into the universe. If you're waiting for ships to come in, it's because you did some type of action. You could be waiting for some type of communication from someone. A King of Swords. Someone who's in a position of authority. Someone who has a lot of wisdom. That's what this feels like you're waiting on communication from someone. Well, you know what? It could be even divine guidance. You might be waiting for a sign from your higher self. The King of Swords, although it is representing a person, they have a very broad, big picture way of seeing things and of thinking. So I feel like maybe you're waiting for some type of epiphany or something like that to come through, like a solution to something. That divine guidance. Possibly. All right, let's keep going here and see what we have. Oh, there you are, Leo. You're showing up. This is standing your ground. I like it, Leo. Very nice. Very firm. This is saying you have drawn a line in the sand of how you want to be treated and what your beliefs are. You're standing firm. Queen of Wands. And the Page of Wands. You got a lot of fire coming out in this reading. Look, Ace, the 3, the 7, the Queen, the Page. My goodness. I like it. Got a lot of excitement here. What do we have crossing this for Leo? Nine of Cups. Woo! The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and now the Ace of Cups. Wow. The 9 and this right here, that's your 10. That's your 10. What is amazing here, you have these 2 9s here. You have the Ace of Wands now and the Ace of Cups. That is passion and heart's desire. Big time. So you're standing your ground and standing firm in your beliefs right now, Leo. You're very strong. I think if one of these wicked ice queens came across your path, they would be stunned that the tricks and things they usually do to screw with people, it just doesn't work on you. Nothing is going to get in the way of your happiness or take your happiness. You own this right here, this 9 of Cups. I think it really makes that kind of individual mad. But, you know, it's too much of a challenge. See that mountain? It's too much of a challenge to try to break you down. They'll just move on to someone, you know, that they feel is weak. They'll move on. They really don't want to put that much effort into it. They want quick wins, you know, tearing people down. Yeah, you're not going to let anything take your happiness. I feel like you're happy with things are in your life. And if something was to come up and try to steal your happiness or take it in any way, you're just like, no, absolutely not. So this is fierce energy and I really love it. We have this black cat right there. Unconventional. Queen of Wands. Holding like that Ace of Wands. Doing things your own way. That Ice Queen comes up to this Queen of Wands. She doesn't stand a chance. And I don't think anyone could stand a chance trying to ruffle your feathers here, Leo. It's just not going to happen. You're following your happiness. We see it right here. And you're going to do things your way. You're going to learn as you go. And it's pretty much your way or the highway. I feel a rebellious energy here. You see things, you see the world differently than other people. They just don't get it. They don't see things the way you do because you have this intuition. You could be very, very psychic. I'm not exactly sure how. It's not really telling me. But we have 2 things here of scrying, intuition, and divine guidance. I feel like you could be very psychic. And people just don't get you. And that's okay. They don't need to get you. Now, there's another opportunity coming in here to add this last cup to your shelf. And man, are you excited. This Page of Wands. You are so excited about this. This is a heart's desire, something you probably wanted for a long time, or it could be something brand new that you're like, oh, yes, that is perfect. It could represent anything. It could be a different career. It could be a new home, a new car, a new person, something that really plucks your heartstrings and is just like you're really excited about it. That's what we see here. New opportunity coming in. We have dragonfly twice. So you might have like some dragonfly things in your house or a dragonfly tattoo. Maybe you're seeing them recently. Yeah, but there's a new opportunity coming in here. that you are very excited about. All right, let's see. You know, it could be a new love, could be a passionate new love. That's been popping out for a lot of people in the very last row, just out of the blue. 5 of Wands now. Golly, that's you too. King of Wands, Leo. My goodness, you're showing up hard in this reading. 8 of Pentacles. Oh yeah, already got the 9. You're doing well for yourself is what it looks like. All right, so now we got the 5 of Pentacles there. 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles crossing each other. That could be that wicked witch over there because there's nothing in this reading that would indicate that that's where you are. 10 of Wands and the Devil. There she is. Is this a bad boss? Is it? It could be. I hope it's not a bad boss. I hope not. We have, so everything is looking good so far. I was wondering if or where this wicked witch, we'll just call her that, comes out. The 5 of Wands, conflict, gossip, you know, arguing. And then the 5 of Pentacles, probably trying to make you feel like no one else would take you, or no one's going to pay you that, or, you know, just any kind of thing that would try to make you focus on your weaknesses instead of your skills and talents. You're incredibly talented. You know, this does not feel like your energy. This feels like something that is coming out of someone else's mouth here. That's what this feels like. Because look at all this wonderful everything. And then this pops up. So this is that energy we've been kind of worried about, of someone trying to cause conflict and chaos in your life and to try to make you feel less than. It's possible. But all you have to do is focus on your strengths and tune out this stuff. But if this was a person that was around you all the time doing this, you've got to get out of it. You've got to leave, because this type of energy will make you actually physically ill. It will compromise your immune system. Someone who's telling you a lot of negative things and being mean to you, it will make you sick. So here we have you, Leo, and we have Sagittarius. This is you being in your power here. I really like it. We don't have the Strength card. That would be nice. We don't have the Sun. It could come up over here. You're committed to seeing something through, though. Now, I'm a little worried about this. If this is a job with a toxic person, why do you have to see it through? That's my question. Maybe there is an expiration date. Maybe there's a contract and you just have a little bit more to do and then you're done. And if you want to put yourself through that, I guess, you know, but it's saying you're almost, there's a burden here that you're almost finished with. I don't know if you're doing internship or something like that, but it does feel like there's some toxicity here where you work. I hate to say that, but that's what it feels like. And it's a big, heavy burden. You know, and it sucks when it's something that you were really wanting to do, because that's those wands there. It was something you chose. But hopefully, you know, whatever this is, it's about to be done. Now, this does worry me a bit here, Leo. We have you working away, doing great work with the 8 of Pentacles. This is Sun energy. You're great at what you do. This is a path to mastery. We already see you doing it there. You have tremendous skill. But it's being crossed by the Devil. This is oppressive energy. It's slavery type energy. This could be that wicked witch ice queen there. And I don't like that. So maybe you're just about finished with something here because you've got the Eight of Pentacles, you got the Ten of Wands. Maybe you just have to tough it out just a little bit longer for some reason. Why do you have to tough it out? I don't know. That's what this feels like, having to tough it out just a little bit longer. Let me know in the comments below how that is transpiring for you, but that's what that feels like, having to tough it out just a little bit longer. It's almost done. Jesus. Oh, here we got the sun. Yay! I said maybe it's over there. Boom, there it is. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. I think there's a reason why you are sticking with this. You know, it's something you wanted to finish, accomplish. This toxic energy, I hope you're not being harassed in some way, but it kind of feels like you are. So do protect yourself, and hopefully it'll be done really quick because you have success here. And people like that, when they see your raw talent, it makes them feel like that, like they really have no talent. And the only way they can feel better about themselves is to try to tear you down. So the more they're trying to tear you down, realize that's their jealousy coming through. And maybe that's what can help you get through it. I feel like you're nearly done with something though. Maybe it's a crappy teacher, a really crappy teacher. I've had those before. Horrible. Snake, your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. I feel that. There's definitely some snakes around you right now, Leo. Rebirth. Personal freedom unleashed. This is about to be over and done. Whatever this is that you feel tied to, that you feel like you have to complete, it's almost over. Cracked cup. Dissatisfaction with life. That's because you're dealing with this ice queen here. Bowl. Plenty of material things, but you're doing well. Or there's a promise that you're going to do well in the future when you get through this. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. That's where these toxic people like this, they want to keep you confused and that sort of thing. They don't want you to have any clarity. You know, that's just how they work. Confusion, confusion, confusion. Will you get through this? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think in spite of this, you're not going to let anybody steal your happiness. You have ways of dealing with this person because you know it's just for a short time. That's what this feels like. There's just a little bit left you have to endure. So hang in there, Leo. Hang in there. Wow. Let me know if this reading resonates with you, if you know what this is about. Leave it in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.